My delivery driver stared at something behind me and asked, "You expect me to believe that's your dog?" Yeah, I said, watching my golden retriever wagging his tail so hard his whole back end swayed behind the screen door. The DoorDash driver set down my Thai food but didn't leave. She started digging in her bag, hand disappearing for way too long. "Can I help you with something?" I asked, but she kept rummaging until she suddenly whipped something out. I dropped to the ground hard, knees cracking against the porch, hands locked over my head thinking this is it, this is how I die, but nothing happened. I looked up to see her phone aimed straight at my face, and she was practically bouncing on her toes with excitement. "That's not your dog," she said, like it was a fact, like she just caught me red-handed. I stood back up, thinking she was joking, but her face stayed deadly serious. "I saw you take him from your neighbor's yard. I watched you chase him and force him inside." Okay, so that's what this was about. Yeah, she had seen that, but it was my dog coming back from playing with my neighbor's beagle through our shared doggy door built into the fence. Waffles pawed at the screen, whimpering to be let out. "His name is Waffles and he's literally wearing my address on his collar," I tried explaining, but she was already dialing someone, turning her back to me like I might lunge for her phone. "Hello, 911, I need to report a theft in progress." "Ma'am, that's my dog," I said louder, but she backed away toward her car while still on the phone, nearly tripping over my garden hose. Black male, about 6 feet, just stole a golden retriever. I saw the whole thing. Waffles started barking at the door, his deep woofs echoing across the yard, wanting to come out and meet the new person because he's never met a stranger he didn't love. "The dog is trying to escape," she told the dispatcher, her voice rising with manufactured urgency. "He's keeping it locked inside." This was no longer an annoying misunderstanding. I could see it in her eyes. She truly believed she was catching a criminal, and nothing I said was going to break that narrative. I could hear my neighbor's back door creak open and hoped maybe they could help explain, but the driver was practically yelling now, gesturing wildly with her free hand. She kept glancing between me and the dog, like she was deciding whether she should grab him and make a run for it. "These people don't have golden retrievers. I deliver here all the time. They have pit bulls and Rottweilers, not family dogs like this." My hands started shaking, not from fear but from rage, because I knew where this was heading. "There's a reward," she added to the dispatcher, and I could hear the desperation creeping into her voice. $2,000 for a stolen golden retriever. I saw it on the neighborhood Facebook page. 2 police cars pulled up within minutes, tires crunching on the gravel, and I stayed on my porch with my hands visible, fingers spread wide. The officers got out with hands on their weapons, and the delivery driver was pointing at me frantically, practically bouncing on her toes. He chased that dog from the yard next door. I have video. The cops approached, their boots heavy on my walkway, and I kept my voice steady and calm as I explained that Waffles was my dog, had been for 3 years, and I had all his paperwork inside. "Sir, we need to investigate a reported theft," one officer said, his tone professional but tired. "Can you show us the dog?" I opened the door slowly, and Waffles bounded out like a golden missile, immediately trying to jump on everyone, his tongue hanging out happily because he has zero concept of personal space or danger. His collar tags jangled like tiny bells with my name, address, and phone number clearly visible in the porch light. The delivery driver wasn't backing down though, her voice getting higher and louder. "Check the Facebook page. There's a missing golden retriever worth $2,000. This has to be it." One officer pulled up Facebook while the other knelt down to check Waffles' tags, my dog immediately rolling over for belly rubs. My neighbor finally emerged, her beagle trailing behind her, and confirmed she'd watched Waffles grow up, and our dogs play daily through our shared fence. The officer squinted at his phone screen, then showed it to the driver. "Ma'am, this missing dog is from 3 counties over. It's a golden doodle, not a retriever, and it's female." The driver's face crumbled like a house of cards, her mouth opening and closing wordlessly. No, that can't be right. I need that $2,000. My rent's due tomorrow and I've been checking every golden I see, and when I saw him with one I knew." She stopped mid-sentence, her eyes widening as she realized what she'd just admitted out loud to 2 cops. The officer lowered his phone slowly, deliberately. "So you saw a black man with a golden retriever and assumed it was stolen?" The driver went silent, her face flushing red under the streetlight. The other officer stood up from petting Waffles and nodded toward me. "Sir, you can file a complaint if you want." The driver went pale as paper and practically ran to her car, speeding off without another word, my food still sitting by the mailbox getting cold, the plastic bag rustling in the evening breeze. I looked down at Waffles, who was licking pad thai sauce off his face like it was the last trace of evidence, his tail still wagging, completely oblivious to the chaos. "Actually, officer, I do have a complaint. This criminal just destroyed evidence. Also my dinner." The cop actually cracked a smile, the tension finally breaking. "Not our jurisdiction, sir."